Imagine two people looking at the same mountain. One sees a barrier, the other sees an adventure. Your perspective will either become your prison or your passport. I mean, think about it. Are you seeing barriers? Or are you seeing new paths to take? Are you stuck in a mental prison limited by fear and doubt? Or are you holding the key to untapping your potential? Your perspective is powerful. It can be your greatest limitation or your biggest advantage. Which one will you choose? Look, it's not just about what you do, it's how you see it. Even the most routine stuff can feel meaningful if you look at it the right way. Think about washing the dishes. It might seem just like another chore. But if you see it as a way to create a clean, comfortable space for yourself, it suddenly feels more meaningful. It's all about perspective. The story, 3 Bricklayers, teaches us a crucial lesson. Your mindset and sense of purpose shapes how you experience your work. Learn how connecting to a greater purpose can increase your motivation, productivity, and fulfillment. Watch now for actionable tips to bring more meaning to your everyday task and learn how to untap your potential. Welcome to Untapping Your Potential, where we will share with you motivational stories, motivational figures, comeback stories, and public speaking tips that will keep you growing and inspire you to take action. In a busy town, where the streets hummed with chatter and the air smelled of fresh bread and sawdust, 3 builders worked hard under the hot sun. They each had the same job, stacking bricks one by one. A curious little boy named Leo walked by his grandfather, watching the men lay brick after brick. He tugged at his grandfather's sleeve. "Grandpa, what are they doing? What are they building?" And his grandfather smiled. "Well, let's ask and find out." Leo approached the first builder, a tired-looking man who wiped sweat from his forehead and sighed. "Excuse me, sir," Leo asked. "What are you doing?" The man sighed, barely glancing up as he placed another brick on the stack. "Well, what does it look like?" he muttered. "I'm just stacking bricks, one after another. Same thing over and over. It's tiring." Leo thought for a second and just nodded his head. He then walked along and met with the second builder, who was working at a steadier pace. "Hello, sir. May I ask you a question?" "Why, yes," replied the second builder. "What are you doing?" Now the second builder wiped the sweat from his brow and straightened up, his hands coated in dust and mortar, and unlike the first, he didn't seem burdened by the weight of his work. The second builder looked up and gave a small smile. "I'm building a wall," he said. "It's hard work, but it's a good job. This wall will be strong and sturdy and stand for many years." Leo, satisfied with the answer, looked at his grandfather and nodded his head. That was a better way to think about it. Leo tilted his head and watched the second builder work. "A wall. Is that supposed to be exciting?" Leo asked out loud. That sounded a lot more important than just stacking bricks. He imagined it standing tall, maybe part of a castle or a giant fort. Walls kept things safe. They had a purpose. His grandfather only gave a small in response. He crossed his arms, puzzled. Was it really just about building a wall? The first builder was clearly miserable, every movement slow and heavy, as if it weighed each brick dragged him down. The second builder at least had a goal. He wasn't slouched in defeat, but he wasn't exactly happy either. Just focused, steady. It reminded Leo of doing homework, knowing it needed to get done, pushing through it, but it never felt excited about it. Is that all work? He wondered. Finally, he walked over to the third builder, and this man worked with a twinkle in his eye, carefully placing each brick with care and precision. He hummed a tune as he worked. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing?" Leo asked. The builder stopped and looked at him with a warm smile. "Ah, young one," he said. "I'm working on a masterpiece." masterpiece, Leo asked. Oh, why yes. I'm not just laying bricks, and I'm not just building a wall. I'm building a grand cathedral. A place where people from all around will come to find peace, pray, and be together. Every brick I lay is part of something bigger, something meaningful. Leo's eyes widened. A cathedral? That sounds incredible. He turned to his grandfather. But they're all doing the same job. How can one man see it as just bricks, another as a wall, and another as a cathedral? And his grandfather gave a piece of advice. It's not what you do that makes it meaningful, but how you think about it. Leo felt a mix of surprise, curiosity, and reflection after hearing the perspective of the builders. He realized that the way you see your work, your purpose, can transform even the most ordinary task into something meaningful. As he walked away with his grandfather, he looked back at the builders and then couldn't stop thinking, am I just stacking bricks in my own life? Or am I building something greater? So how can you start seeing things differently in your own life? No matter how many books you read or how many jobs you've gone through, you have the power to decide how you approach the situation. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. But how do you actually shift your mindset? How do you find purpose in the everyday? It starts with 3 powerful lessons. And here's how you can bring these lessons into your everyday routine with 3 takeaways. Number 1, define your purpose. It's not enough to just work hard. You need to know why you're working hard and believe in what you're doing. Emma Watson. Number 2, you need to set long-term goals. If you don't have a vision of where you're going, if you don't have a goal, you'll drift around and never end up anywhere. Arnold Schwarzenegger. And number 3, adapt a positive work mindset. If you can find humor in small things, you can find joy in almost anything. Ryan Reynolds. Leo's journey with the 3 builders shows you that the way you look at your work changes how you feel about it. The first builder was miserable because he only saw the struggle. The second builder had a goal but didn't seem to enjoy what he was doing. But the third builder, he put care into every brick and found joy in his work. That's the secret. Whether it's homework, chores, or practice, your mindset matters. If you find purpose in what you do, set goals, and stay positive, even the most boring tasks can feel rewarding. So, let me ask you, are you just stacking bricks? Or are you building your own cathedral? It's not what you do that makes it meaningful, but how you think about it. Thanks for watching this video. How would you like to hear more motivational stories consistently? Do me a favor and support the channel by sharing and commenting below. And please make sure to like and hit that subscribe button to get the latest update. Soon, you will be on your way to feeling inspired.